Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your news report, second stimulus check update, and second stimulus package update for Sunday, January 3rd. Happy Sunday everybody, and hope you're having a great day so far. How was your weekend? Let me know in the comments down below. Now according to Newsweek, Mitch McConnell's home and Speaker Pelosi's home has been vandalized after the $2,000 stimulus check vote was blocked. Newsweek reports that Americans are showing their disdain for how legislators handled the latest stimulus package by vandalizing congressional leaders' home, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Messages left on both leaders' homes indicated that people wanted $2,000 stimulus checks, not the $600 ones that were sent out, as well as more additional stimulus relief. Everybody tell me in the comments down below, do you support the $2,000 or $600 stimulus payments? And who do you think is to blame for holding back our second stimulus check of $2,000? Is it the Republican Party or the Democrats? And before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. All this channel is provided with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. And let's get this video to 5,000 likes if you support a $2,000 direct stimulus payment.
He leaves his wife and two babies, and we extend great sympathy to his family. We're so sad. 41 years old, coronavirus, blood clot complication, could happen to anyone. And it has happened to nearly 350,000 Americans. Many of those deaths could have been avoided. As we go forward, we must make sure that we are scientific and determined to crush the virus. The President of the United States has expressed his support for the $2,000. The Democrats and Republicans in the House have passed that legislation. Who is holding up that distribution to the American people? Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans. It's amazing to see the patience.
Now according to Newsweek, Americans have started to receive their second stimulus payment, worth $600 for individuals. But legislators face criticism for the payment being too little, too late. Trump was among the critics and called for legislators to increase payments to $2,000, which garnered support from some people, but has failed to pass both chambers of Congress.
Have an endless tolerance for other people's sadness. We urge Mitch McConnell to stop his obstruction and to bring that legislation to the floor of the Senate. And we urge Republicans in the Senate to encourage him to do so. And one of the things that is holding up the further vaccinations in the country is this administration, the Trump administration's lack of cooperation on the distribution of syringes and other things that go into that, and holding up some of the vaccine as well. So this has to be done better. This has to be done better.
The House passed legislation on Monday, authorizing the $2,000 direct payments, but McConnell blocked Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's attempt to pass it by unanimous consent. McConnell called the $2,000 payments socialism for the rich, although he did attempt to pass a bill of his own that includes the payments bundled with the repeal of liability protection for social media companies, as Trump wanted. Schumer said, "Let's be very clear. There is one way and only one way to pass $2,000 checks before the end of the year, and that's to pass the House bill. It's the only way to get the American people the checks they need and deserve." At $900 billion, the most recent stimulus package is significantly less than what Democrats originally wanted. And Pelosi put the onus on Republicans as to why Americans were not seeing more relief. She said Republicans who blocked a vote on the $2,000 checks were in denial of the hardship Americans were facing. Tell me what you think, everybody. Do you approve of Speaker Nancy Pelosi? Do you think she's doing all that it takes to pass $2,000 direct payments? Let me know, folks, in the comments down below.
It was the third day in a row he blocked those attempts. CBS News White House correspondent Weijia Jiang joins me now. Weijia, it's so good to see you on this New Year's Day. Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year, Jamie. I love seeing you too. It's a rare treat.
It is. I know. We got to get better about Zooming each other. Jericka Duncan and I were talking about that, but we'll put our personal stuff aside and talk about some political stuff now. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, as we were just talking about, has tied a vote over increasing stimulus payments to two unrelated issues dealing with protections for tech companies and election fraud. It seems the strategy here is to have this measure fail.
Hours before news broke of McConnell's home being vandalized, vandals spray painted graffiti onto Pelosi's San Francisco home. On New Year's Day around 2 a.m., police responded to a vandalism call, and images from her home showed "We want everything" and "Cancel rent" spray painted on her
We
garage.
have to admit that there was a problem with the current election system and that there needed to be a commission, which they're not going to do. And secondly, because of the internet issue, which has been such a hot topic that they've also been so staunchly against. And so that's why we are seeing him make this move, and he's able to give Republicans a sort of out, if you will.
Yeah, it seems like, especially when you look at the senators from Georgia who are in that tightly contested runoff race, that they would be able to vote for it and show their support for the president, knowing that the bill would fail. So there's some win-wins, it looks like, for Republicans there all around. I do want to talk about, too, Republican Senator Josh Hawley, who says that he's planning to challenge President-elect Biden's election victory when Congress counts each state's electoral votes on January the 6th. This measure is not going to change the outcome of the election, of course, but it's a meaningful way for Republicans to also continue to show their support for the president. Is this, in your mind, a 2022 strategy?
And according to Yahoo News, Joe Biden wants a third stimulus check. Yahoo Finance reports that new stimulus checks and direct deposits started going out last week. Most people are getting $600, just half as much as last time, after a last-minute attempt to raise the amount to $2,000 hit a dead end in the U.S. Senate. But with unemployment still high and millions more Americans now living in poverty versus early in 2020, the battle over additional relief is not done. Joe Biden is promising to push more checks
To run for president perhaps in 2024, and he understands that President Trump has a lot of political power, and so he's trying to get on his good side should he ever need his support down the road, because behind the scenes a lot of his fellow Republicans are furious that he's putting them in this position because only one senator had to sign on and agree that he would
after he is sworn into office on January 20th. Biden has referred to the current $600 checks as a down payment on what's to come once he's in office. Everybody tell me in the comments down below, do you think that a president like Joe Biden will pass more stimulus relief when he's in office? And what are your thoughts on Joe Biden? Will he do a good job as a president of the United States?
President Trump is offering well wishes to Americans in the new year. In a pre-recorded video message, the president praised his administration's response to the pandemic, despite a struggling economy and a slow rollout in getting people vaccinated. He had been at his club in Florida this week, but cut that trip short. It's happening as Republicans resist his calls for bigger stimulus checks.
Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. With that being said, everybody, that is all the news in today's video. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Thank you for watching, everyone, and until next time, have a great day.